Okay, we are officially live, so if you say anything, people can hear it. Oh, we lost
Oh,
TJ, but here he is. He's back again.
oh.
Someone is trying to enter the studio. Oh my gosh. We're having some technical problems
Just
today.
fifth time's the charm.
We're trying our best.
Hey.
Okay, TJ, is this working for you?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm tempted
Okay.
to just stay off of the camera if that's going to be of trouble. So let's just try this, and hopefully I don't get kicked for the fifth time.
Okay, that's fine. That's why I am also off camera because my computer will just kick me out. But don't worry, we do have our next person, Captain. Captain is watching. Okay, here we go. For anyone else who is on this team, unfortunately you can't join. We don't have the professional plan. We just have the free one, so nobody else is able to join. But that's okay. We will get started with our council. So, welcome everyone to the first red carpet council of icons and stars. Um, you're all stars. It's been so fun to have everybody here so far. But of course, we do have to say goodbye to one of you, which is very sad. But let's get started with some questions. Javier, we'll start with you because you are first on my screen. Um, it's been a while since you've played Retirement Home, like over a year. Um, is there like does taking a long break and coming back into it make things difficult for you?
Yeah, thanks for having me back. It's been more than a year since retirement home, and I've been watching the different seasons, and there's so many things that go on that are different and new. So it it takes a it's different. I think uh, expecting the unexpected. For if the past seasons are any indication, so I have no idea what to expect, and I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Interesting. I feel like in any, all returnee game, it's very easy to be nervous because like the pacing is just so much different. Matt, you won our it was not technically all returnees, but it was like mostly returning player season. Are you finding that like the pacing of this game so far is similar, or is it a different beast?
Well, first of all, I have 10 other people to speak to and not just 3. So that's the that's the main difference from last time. But yeah, no, the pacing, I think especially tonight has just been weird, but it's kind of what you expect from any All-Star season. I think nobody really wants to take a bite and make the first move, but then once that happens, everything just blows up and just turns into chaos, which I think a lot of us experienced tonight. There were periods where nobody talked, and there were periods where everybody was talking. So, yeah, I would say the pacing is definitely very different than last time.
We'll add Chris. Okay. Chris, I'll ask you your question super quickly. So if you have to leave, you can answer it. But it's going to be what I asked you in your host chat earlier, which is just seeing that this challenge is always a fun one to do early on because I feel like it causes problems. But it was interesting to see that the icons, I think for the first time in any game I've ever seen, this didn't take anything for the challenge. Does that make you nervous that the icons are like really united on a team front compared to you guys? Oh no. Oh wait, can you hear me?
Is that to
Chris?
me?
Yes, that was to you.
Okay. Sorry, I dipped out for a sec. I don't think it necessarily means that they're like super united. I just think that, of course, like it's an all-stars game, and like people were saying, the pacing is just so intense that I think they just wanted to put that off as long as possible. And there were a couple of tantalizing things in the as options that I think that some people just felt like that they needed for their personal game, which is all well and good, but at the same time, it like puts you at risk. So I'm not sure like if that was the right call, but I don't necessarily think it's gonna make them more united. But I do think that once tonight is said and done with, that whoever is left remaining on the Stars team is going to be the united front to be afraid of. So, mic
Interesting.
drop.
I do feel like I mean, like, I know some of the viewers commented on this, is that like this team does have all of the winners are on this team that we have cast. So we do have 4 winners. I guess I can segue into Milo's question because I asked him, what do you think of the fact that you have 4 winners on this team? And he said, there's 4 winners on my team. Cool. I didn't know that. So that's what Milo thinks on this. Very aware. We love an aware player. But I guess, Ari, you probably knew that there were winners on this team, seeing as you are one of them. Do you think that, like, oh, we lost Chris again. That's okay. Do you think that having, I guess, people who have like done very well in the game, it means that the stars have a better chance at doing well overall, or is that like completely irrelevant?
I mean, I think it is a little bit irrelevant because this is, as we've discussed, not Survivor. And in fact, I'm here with my roses tonight to give out. So I'm not really thinking about who has won the game before. I'm just thinking about who is going to win my heart. So that's my opinion on that.
Who got the first impression, Rose?
I don't think I can say just yet. I think it's going to come down to that last second when the dramatic music comes and I have to hold the rose for like 5 minutes before I give it to that person.
Nice. I love that. Very fun. Rose, it seems like, oh, you're back in your like bunk bed set. I really love this. Rose, for you, you just came off of like a pretty chaotic end to Ghost Island and then came right into this. Do you feel like this is giving you, it's the early game, you could have a bit of a break before things get kind of crazy, or are you just like jumping right into the chaos?
I mean, for those of you who I've told, I mean, I've played 15 orgs at once. I'm not a person who loves a break, but I always have things that are going on elsewhere. So I think a bit of a lull here isn't a horrible thing. Silence is definitely always unnerving, but I mean, the end wasn't that chaotic. I got sent home in a 3-1. I didn't even get fire making. But that said, I think that the level of chaos in both is definitely different from the end to the beginning. It just always is with orgs. So yeah, I think it's different, and it's not totally bothering me.
Emily, one thing I think Matt had mentioned it and like touched on it a bit is that it seems like there will be periods of time where it's very quiet for this vote, and then it seems to go all over the place and then quiet again. Would you say that that was pretty true for your experiences today?
Oh yeah, it was quiet. I remember yesterday, as we were waiting for results, I was like, yeah, we should totally just like play a game to celebrate if we win or even if we lose. And then we lost by a lot, and nobody wanted to talk to anybody for a while. And so nobody was talking at all, and nobody was saying anything at all. But then suddenly, when my one little word comes out and one name comes out, suddenly everything explodes, and everybody's talking about everything and going all over the place.
I feel like just from like personal experience playing games, it seems like sometimes people are a little afraid. Like if they say the name first, suddenly it's gonna come back on them. Crow, would you say that like maybe that's the reason it was so quiet, or do you think there's something else going on?
I mean, I think that's like kind of Survivor 101 in a way, is at least for the very first vote, don't be the first one to throw out a name and put yourself out there as like a leader kind of figure. So I think we've all learned that at one point or another, or seen someone else fall because of that. So it's kind of like just ingrained in us. I do think it, like what Emily was saying about how it exploded afterwards, says that people were thinking about it. It wasn't like we were like, oh shoot, we have to vote. I wasn't thinking about this. It was like everyone was just waiting for someone else to give them like the go ahead. So I don't know what the question was, but
It's okay. You still answered it. That was
okay,
a fantastic
great.
answer. TJ, I guess like how do you then, if nobody wants to say anything, how do you transition from like, okay, we need to get going on this? Like how do you get the ball rolling on a vote if nobody will even say a name?
Well, based on how today goes, you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And eventually somebody will throw out a name, and if you like it, you run with it. And if you don't, you say, well, let's try something a little different, hope somebody throws out a different name. So basically that was how today went in terms of the vote. And I think that in general is how you try, especially on this first vote specifically. If you don't hear a name, you just kind of have to keep waiting unless you know that you're in an okay spot to throw out that name.
Nice. Okay. Eve, if you can hear me and you're trying to join, it's I can confirm we can afford Eve's appearance fee. Here is Eve. Perfect timing.
Hi. My camera's not working, but I am here. I
Perfect.
fell asleep.
You woke up just in time.
I
So,
really did.
perfect
I didn't
timing.
even vote yet. So I woke up and I said, oh, gotta vote. Oop.
Eve said, I am going to self-vote on the first council, and I have to say that is a divalicious action, and I do support it.
I literally woke up like 2 minutes ago and I almost started like freaking out because I was like, did I miss the vote? My phone was dead. I didn't know what time it was. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm here for my question.
Okay, perfect timing. Well, to catch you up, we've just been talking about, some people have said it's been a little quiet today, and then, how to pull a name out of that. Would you say that you appreciate like why people might be a little passive, or are you getting annoyed and you're like, come on, let's get playing?
I feel like I can't really say like, oh, I don't want people to be passive when I've been passive. So don't want to be a really big hypocrite. So I'm gonna say like I'm kind of fine where we're at, at the end of the day. I think we're gonna get a result no matter what. So someone's gotta go home. I just hope it ain't me.
Okay, and then ending out the questions, Steph. It's been a while since you've played as well, but unlike Javier, I don't think you've played any games in the year or year and change since Extinction Island ended. So for you, are you like, whoa, this is a lot right away, or are you're like ready to roll with it?
I played a game, I forget what group it was with, like immediately after, and I don't know if I was just not as into it or whatever, but I didn't do as well, didn't really enjoy it as much, so I was really excited to get back to this org and get back to some of the faces and names that I'm familiar with. Yeah, so it's good to be back. Getting used to Discord was an adventure the last couple days. I'm not the best tech person, as everybody might know, as my Wi-Fi cuts in and out.
Yes, Discord can be a little challenging, especially if you've not used it before. So if you're ever not sure of how to use Discord, even if you've used it many times, please let me know. I'll try to help you because it can be a lot.
Why, thank you.
Well, yeah, with that, I mean, everybody always has a chance to say something at council if they want. So if anyone would like to add anything, if I didn't ask you a question that you wish I asked, you can ask yourself right now, and then you can answer it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask myself, who is the worst viewer? And I'm going to answer William. And then that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, we have some confirmed William hate in this council. I'm not saying if I agree with it or not, but I'm saying I don't disagree with it. Oh, but we have another vote. Worst viewer, Jared. So maybe that can be the other competition going on
I
as we play this
agree.
game.
I agree with that one.
2 votes for Jared, 1 vote for William. Okay, we'll see how it continues.
And the Rocky goes too.
We'll see. That's at the end of the season. We'll see who wins worst viewer.
Guys,
Okay. All right. With that, everyone who was part of last season will know I had a bit of difficulty finding the video to play for any of the councils, but I can confirm I know where this one is because I made it. So we're good to go. I'm going to play this wonderful video with really wonderful, happy, calming music. It's about 3 minutes long. Please send your vote to your host chat if you have not already, or if you are going to change it, make sure that you ping me so I don't miss it. And good luck. Okay, welcome back. Before I read the votes, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or another advantage you'd like to play, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be given a moment to say their final words before they head on out to the viewing lounge. Okay, I will read the votes. Just want to double check. Last season I messed up a vote count. I want to make sure I have it correct this time. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. All right, our first vote. Emily. Second vote. Javier. Third vote. Emily. Fourth vote. Javier. So right now we've read 4 out of 11 votes, 2 for Javier, 2 for Emily. Fifth vote. Matt. Sixth vote. Javier. Seventh vote. Emily. Javier and Emily are tied again with 3 votes each, and Matt has 1 vote. Eighth vote. Emily. Ninth vote. Emily. The 10th vote, and the first person voted out of Icons and Stars is Emily. Emily, I'm very sad because I love you a lot, but unfortunately you must go. Please say any final words you have if you have them.
All good, fun game. I don't get it, but what I get less is why Matt got a vote. I'm very confused. Well, thanks for playing with me for a couple days. It was really fun, and I am going to secretly hope that you lose every challenge from now on. Thank you. JK. I love you guys. Good luck.
Okay, we love revenge. I agree. It's a fun feeling to have. Unfortunately, I will have to kick Emily. If Milo's trying to join again, I will let him in. But that is the first vote. Congratulations to the 10 of you that have survived. We'll see if you guys can maybe get it together with these next few challenges, and we'll see where we go from here.